Welcome to Her My Rules. I'm Lady D. This is where urban voices meet elevated conversations. I spotlight creators, entrepreneurs, and culture without the chaos. If you're part of that elevated circle, you're exactly where you belong. Tonight, I'm sitting here with Queen Midas.
Hi,
So let's give it up
everybody.
to Queen Midas.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you
Yeah,
today?
I'm good. Kind of chilly out there today.
I
Can't
know
believe
it
this
was
weather's
snow.
changing.
Yeah, and it was snowing up here. I live upstate now, so it's
Oh, that's right. That's
snowing.
right. You told me you live upstate. Yeah. Okay. All
It
right.
was snowing. I,
Yeah.
I
Does it
live.
snowing a lot over there?
Uh, um, well, this since I've been living up here, this is actually one of the worst winters.
Oh,
So it really did snow a lot this winter, but it's like off and on. It'll snow, then it'll rain, then it might
uh,
be both. So it's been like really off and on. But this is like one of the worst winters since I've been living up here. I've been up here
oh,
like 3 years so
oh,
far.
okay. Oh, you haven't got used to it, right? Yeah,
No,
I
no.
know. The other day we got two big snowstorms out here in the Bronx. It was crazy.
I have some friends who still live down there, and they was like, "Now we see how you'll be feeling living up there, cause we buried in snow." I was like, "Yep, see, y'all
Yeah.
make fun of me. The weather came down there to y'all."
Yeah. All right, so let's get right into your story, how you became an artist. Queen Midas, for people who are just discovering you. Who is
hmm
Queen Midas and what does your name represent?
Well, I actually, fun fact about me, I actually used to do podcasting and radio.
Oh,
So, Queen Midas has always been my name. That was actually my podcasting name.
oh,
I
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I had started doing videos on like my social media called What Grinds My Bonnet.
Mm.
And then from there I ended up on Lansky's Corner. I was a co-host on that. And then I went to Chris Kidd. I did a few episodes of like Queen's Foot before he got really popping. And then I just end up stopped doing podcasting because it was really a lot. And at that time, being like a girl surrounded by a bunch of guys, it was so
Uh,
annoying. Yeah, and then I had like a real bad falling out actually on air
oh
with
no.
someone I was co-hosting for, and it's like, dude, I let him have it, and I was just
Uh,
like, you know what, I got to take a step back and reevaluate what I want to do. So
yeah.
my name has always been Queen Midas, and not for nothing, everything I touch turned to gold, So
Okay.
that's why that's my name.
All right, nice. I like that name too. It's very
Thank
unique.
you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking a break from the studio right now. Yeah, because it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I
Yeah,
know
it's like I
everything.
gotta invest in myself first before I start, keep throwing my money to other people.
Yeah, and I know like with that, that's like the biggest thing, just like the upkeep and the maintenance of everything, and
Yeah.
having your own space. You got to have your bed. It's a lot of stuff. So,
Yeah. No, I was renting a studio at that too. So,
oh
a lot of people
yeah,
like the studio scene. I don't know if you see my videos, but the studio is real nice. But, it's like I feel like I'm paying too much right now when I'm not even making money on the internet. I'm not.
no, I understand. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Mhm.
It's a lot. So you really got to just do. I feel like what's best for you.
Yeah.
Especially because you growing your platform. And I was looking at your page and looking at your interviews and stuff. Great work, by the way.
Thank you.
So just keep going and
Yeah.
keep grinding, and it'll all pay off. Because I think your interview style is dope. I think your videos are dope.
Oh,
So it's just don't keep pushing, but you always got to do what's gonna work out in the best interest for you. I feel
yeah.
like that with anything.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. So your project, the Bonnet Tape Part II, has a
Yes.
powerful title. What inspired the concept behind that project?
Because I'm just a girl from the hood, man. Like
Oh.
I'm from a girl from the hood. A lot of us hood girls, we wear our little bonnets and scarves and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and at one point, like I had a bonnet to match everything that I wore, even though my hair be done, I still might tuck it under a bonnet.
Oh.
So
Mhm.
that's really what that came from. And then because a lot of people know me, as being synonymous with my bonnet, especially from like the bonnet tapes and everything I used to do. So
Oh.
I said, why not? Cause really, um, I don't know. Really, I was gonna name it something else, but I'm like, let me just keep because that's kind of what got me in the loop in general with media and stuff like that. So that's why I'm just like, let me do a series. So I got three Bonnet tapes. I dropped the first one when I first came out, like in 2022, 2023, and now this is the second one. So.
Okay. All right. All right. Good. All right. So, as an independent artist coming from the underground scene, what has been the biggest challenge in building your name?
Ooh, I think the biggest challenge
Mhm.
is actually having a decent team.
Mhm.
Because I feel like getting the clout is easy, especially the way I started. When I started, I came in hot, like when I started. Because the thing is, I never in my life anticipated me becoming a rapper or artist. I was always around mad people that rapped that did music, but I never foresaw something like I never foresaw myself doing something like that. And when I first started, I my first song was Pink Maybach, and it wasn't even a full song actually. I
Mhm.
had caught my homie and I was like, yo, listen to this. He was like, all right, what else? And I'm like, what you mean, what else? He's like, you gotta keep going. You need some more. So I
Mhm.
finished writing it. I performed it. I wrote the song 30 days later. I performed it. And then I was just performing ever since then. So I was performing wild, crazy, wild, crazy, wild, crazy. So that's what really like built up my reputation because this Instagram is actually a new one. My Instagram before that, I had up to like 10K followers, and they
Wow.
always would snatch my Instagrams for some reason.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so I feel like the clout part is the easy part, but I just feel like having a good team because a lot of these artists, especially like the independent artists, they get up here and they be capping and they be pump faking. Nobody truly does it all alone. To a certain degree, it's things that you could get done by yourself, but you do need people behind you. You need when you get to that point, you do need good management. You do need good people for promotion. Promotion and marketing is the two most expensive things when it comes to music. You know what I mean? Outside of your good production, whatever the case may be. But
Yeah.
you need these people to have these things in place. Yeah, you could do it yourself, but you can't be everywhere at once, especially once you get a certain, amount of buzz and with stuff like that. So
Mhm.
the clout part is easy. It's making sure that you have a good team to maintain that wave. That's the hard part, I feel. And I
Mhm.
done cycled through so many people. I done hired niggas, fired niggas. Like that's one thing. I don't be playing with nobody. That's why too I low key started calling myself the trap Michael Jackson because I am like I am such a perfectionist.
Mhm.
I want things done the way I want them done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how us women are. Like we
yeah,
need when we have a vision, like we want things to be a certain way. And then when we don't see our vision, that's a problem.
yeah.
Because I've
Cause
been having that problem too.
yeah, like I'm a
Uh,
very pleasant person, but like again, I'm a perfectionist. If it doesn't look, and I'm a Libra, so I'm all about the aesthetic of things. If
mhm.
it's not aesthetically pleasing to me, if it's not like, then I don't want to be bothered. And I'm gonna tell you about yourself, especially if I'm paying for a service or I'm paying for something,
Yeah.
because you're always constantly in this industry paying for something. So if I'm taking my money, especially I'm not into the fast money no more. Like I used to get fast money, so I now I have my little job. I do my music and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So it's like if I'm taking my hard-earned money to pay for something, I want it done the way I want it, and I'm not gonna stop until it's done the correct way, how I see fit.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's just that with me.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Yeah. 'Cause especially, I know you guys got to be paying for videos when you go to events. You guys got to pay as well too, right?
Yeah, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but it's just like, at the end of the day, like I said, niggas be fronting. They be sitting up here putting up this facade. Like, nah, it's not nobody who I don't know unless you are on that mainstream level, and even they gotta pay for stuff or come out of pocket. That's why a lot of mainstream artists are in debt because of the simple fact they got people kicking out bread and they gotta pay that bread back.
Hmm.
So don't let them fool
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? If I'm
Yeah.
paying my money for something, then it
Mhm.
need to be right. If it's not right, then it's lit. Cause I'm not. industry yet. I'm still in the hood, so I'm trying to get up out the hood. So
Yeah.
I gotta do what I gotta do, and it's either gonna be my way or the highway, especially when it comes to me spending my bread.
Yeah. So before you moved upstate, where you was from?
I'm from Hempstead. I'm from Hempstead,
Oh,
Long Island. That's where
oh,
I'm
okay.
from.
All right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
done lived all over New York though. I lived in Queens and South Side on 167th and Baisley. I lived in Brooklyn on Tapscott and Sutter and Brownsville.
Oh,
Um,
you've been all over.
yeah.
Have you been to
Yeah.
the
So
Bronx?
I lived in the Bronx for a little bit
Okay.
on what's that, 188th and
Oh,
Prospect.
by
I
the
lived over
by the
in them
Bronx by
projects.
the Bronx Zoo over there.
Yeah, over there, like in them projects over there. So
Oh,
that's why I just say I'm from New York because I done
yeah,
lived
you've
all
been all
over
over. Yeah.
New York. Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself maybe in 5 years?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
5 years from now, I just hope to be here. I just hope to be alive.
Okay.
The way the world going, I just hope to be alive. No,
Yeah.
but seriously, 5 years from now, I hope to be further in my career.
Mhm.
I hope to progress. I what I really want to do is I really want to open up some type of business, or like some type of business music management
Okay.
that actually helps develop artists because nowadays the labels and stuff, whether you got a major or independent or underground or whatever your situation may be, they're
Mhm.
not training these artists. They're not giving them no media training. They're not teaching them about live performance. They're not teaching them about, oh well, you should have three different versions of a song, or you should have show tracks, or you need to be put together this way, or you need an EPK, or you need to do an artist. Half these artists don't even be knowing what rollouts is, no none of that. They don't know the business side of certain things. So
Right.
I just want to create something to help people, do that. Honestly, I really want to become like a girl Master P or Jay-Z because we don't really have no
Oh,
woman moguls in music. And I've really been studying like the business side
mhm.
because this whole music thing is 10%. The talent is important, but a lot of these it's 10% talent, 80% business, and 20% of who you know.
Mhm.
So I'm just really just trying to, make my little mark and make my impact so I could build those connections, get in those rooms really. And understand you have to crawl before you walk. So I just want to learn as much as I can
Yeah.
because I do plan on opening, starting my own label. Once I start my own label though, I'm
Okay.
gonna fall back as an artist.
Oh, okay. All right. So how many years you been rapping now?
Now it's well, I always knew how to rap, but
Mhm.
I just started taking it like serious
Mhm.
within the last 3 years. So I've been seriously doing music for the last 3 years. And I have to say, like this year, I don't know, something sparked in me because it was like I always did it. I used to tell people I started rapping because I was bored, which I was. So I moved up here and I'm just like I'm around so many different other people that rap. I'm a rap.
Mhm.
And like I always did it. It was something I did for fun. But since I really seen like the response I get from the crowd and the love I get and people, because I be in my own head a lot, I overthink a lot of things. So like I have had points where it's like, damn, am I really good enough? Can I do this? Can I? Especially because I don't rap like how the girls are rapping now. I don't dress. I'm not like I don't act like none of these girls who rap. And with saying that, I don't want to be like them. I mean, they're them, I me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to
But
be
it's
original. Hmm.
yeah, and it's like I don't want to do what everybody else is doing, and not only that, I feel like I have a story. I want to tell my story because I represent for the real women out there, you
Yeah.
know. So I've been seriously rapping for like the last 3 years. This year though, something sparked in me like, nah, we gotta take it to the next level.
Mhm.
I've had like on and off. Like I said, different team management, people not working in my best interest. So I had to get rid of all those people and really focus and put a
Yeah.
plan together. Like, what's important to you? Where do you want this to go? Because I
Mhm.
could sit here and rap all day, but it's like, what is the end goal? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I decided like I want to make the music work for me. Like I don't want to work for the machine. I want to work against the machine and make it work for me.
Yeah.
So that's why since the top of the year, I just been booked and busy since the top of the year. And
Mhm.
it's just like I gotta go hard. So who
Yeah.
knows where to take me.
I know it's kind of hard because I just posted a video on my page. It talked about an artist. Her name is Mundi. I don't know if you
Hmm.
might know her. And she talked about how much money an artist has to spend before they could really get to the top. She said she didn't know until she started in the music industry and calculating all the expenses, she said, she said, girl, you're gonna be spending like over $100,000 on
Yes.
yourself because you gotta invest in yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to do video shoots, photo shoots, pay for the beats and everything. She was like, beats alone, she said, could be $5,000 to $40,000. She said, depending
Yep.
who you messing with. I was
Yep.
like, oh my goodness, I feel so sorry for these artists. You
Yeah,
know?
it's crazy. And a lot of people like with the beats, they
Mhm.
don't even own their beats. You got people leasing beat. I didn't even know that you could lease a beat. I did not know that you could lease a beat until I met a producer up here or whatever. And he's actually done beats for people in the industry. So when I met him, I'm like, yeah, so how much you want for a beat? He tried like, oh, you can't afford my like, bro, you don't know what I can afford.
What?
Tell me that's not what I asked you. Tell me what was the price. And then he
Yeah.
tried to insult me, like, oh, what you gonna lease it? Cause I think he wanted like 3K for a beat. And I'm like, oh, here go your 3K
Oh
right
my
here.
goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it's like you don't never know what somebody can and can afford or what they got going on. But it is very expensive, and like I said, you have to pay for everything, you know. So
Yeah.
if you don't have that backing behind you, if you don't have that major label behind you, you know the independent grind is a very hard grind, and everybody don't have the heart for you. You have people who have gone broke trying to rap. So like I've been around I've been around people like I said who rap and who's in the industry. So I pretty much seen like their mistakes and where they messed up at.
Yeah.
So that's why me personally, I don't bite off more than I can chew. People be trying to live a button, do stuff for a look. I'm not doing none of that. I
Mhm.
gotta do what I know what suits me, especially since again I pay for everything in my pocket. If it
Yeah.
works for me, like what I do is me personally, I give myself a budget every month.
Oh,
So yeah, so if this month, if my budget is
yeah.
5K, then that's what I'ma spend. You know, whether it be videos, events, clothes. It's 5K. And then I had started a business. So that way every little thing that I do, especially as far as like because as women, that's why a lot of people don't like to work with women artists because we are expensive. Hair, glam, makeup, all of that
Nails,
stuff.
everything.
Yeah, all
Mhm.
of that stuff. I write all of that off through my business because
Oh, okay.
it's an expense. I need this for my work. I have to look a certain kind of way. So
Mhm.
I write all of that crap off. Bye, write it right off. Oh,
Yeah.
gotta get in the way. Right off. So like
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta invest in yourself, you know. This is your passion,
yeah.
this is what you like to do. So even with me, with my business, I gotta invest in myself. You
Yeah,
know,
because if you
this,
don't, no one else will. Or you gotta work to the point where people do want to invest in you. But if you're
yeah.
not doing it yourself, and I feel like that's a major problem now with a
Mhm.
lot of the artists. Everybody wants to look, the look. Everybody wants to look like an artist, look like they lit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nobody's not putting up no bread. Like,
Yeah.
or they hit you for a feature. Oh, what's up? I need you to get on the song. Oh, okay. Well, I've charged too much for a feature. You never hear nothing from them back again.
Oh,
Because
because they
yeah,
want everything for free, right?
yeah, and like I'm not doing nothing. Certain people, I
Yeah.
do stuff for free or whatever the case may be, or if they ask me, I'll do it. But
Hmm.
like I'm noticing, well, I'm learning because everything is a learning experience, and
Yeah.
technically, I'm still rather new to the music industry, so I'm still just trying to learn as I go along. But
Yeah.
now I'm to a point I'm charging for everything, especially now. I feel like my stock going up, so I be doing a disservice to
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you gotta value yourself. You know what you work, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you mentioned late night studios, sessions, and the grind behind the music. What does your creative process usually look like when you're making a track?
I really don't. I don't think I have a process because you could put like a beat on and I could just start right into it right then and
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, I listen to it, or I might listen to it a few times and then just start right into it.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm also a part of like a group, Untouched Live, and I'm the only girl that rap.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, being with them because they all nice and been rapping longer than me. So being in that group, that's how it taught me how to work with other people.
Mhm.
So if I'm writing a song with somebody else,
Yeah.
not saying like I just write quickly, but I write more quickly. I could put a verse together in like 5-10 minutes, if that. If
Wow.
I'm working working with someone else,
Mhm.
especially because you were dealing with somebody else. If they pay for the studios, however it goes, so you want to make the most of the time.
Mhm.
Now, if I'm writing something for myself, if I'm writing my own song, I kind of take a little bit more time because I have the time.
Mhm.
But most of the time when I write my songs, for me, I already know how I want it to sound. I already done heard it in my head. I know how I want it to sound. And
Yeah.
it's like that's what I go off of. So when I go from thinking it to writing it to recording it, I
Mhm.
know the way I need to say this, or my cadence need to sound this way, or my inflection needs to be more on this. So that's why I'm like, that's where the perfectionist part comes in, because it's like I know how I want it to sound.
Yeah.
And not saying that I'm above constructive criticism, because I'm not, so because sometimes you need someone from the outside looking in to tell you like, yo, well, this sound this way, or say this way. And I'm very good at taking direction. Anybody that has ever worked with me will tell you Queen Midas is the best at taking direction, or whatever the case may be. But when I have it in my mind, like, nah, I want this, like, this is sound like my song I just dropped, Run It Up. Run It Up. I had that beat. My son, shout out to Scales, because he made that beat for me.
Mhm.
I already knew, like, as soon as I heard the beat, like, nah, this gives me like Gucci Man vibes. So I already knew like, nah, I gotta swag this. Like, I gotta get on my goo wop or whatever. Cause at one point they was calling me the girl Gucci Man. So I'm like, I gotta
Oh.
tap into that part of my personality.
Oh.
Yeah, so I kind of listen to something. I try to figure out the way it makes me feel, if
Mhm.
that makes sense, and then I just go from there. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I usually just hear it, and then I'm like, once I hear it, it gotta sound like that, and I'm not gonna stop until it's. I don't care if I gotta re-record a song like 5 times
Mhm.
until it sounds the way I've heard it in my head.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we
You
gonna
want it to
do.
be perfect. Yeah. You
Yeah,
just
that's what
don't
we
want to
gonna
throw
do.
nothing out there.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm more quality over quantity.
Yeah. I hear you. So your music has a very honest and fearless energy. How do you decide what stories or messages you want to bring into your songs?
Um, well, really, I go off how I feel. Like, cause when I'm listening to a beat, depending on, like, I just go off the vibe that the beat gives me.
Mhm.
Um, as far as like with my stories, I tell a lot of things that really happen in my life. So I just try to pick things that I feel like people can relate to, that's gonna strike a chord with the public,
Yeah.
because again, like I said, I'm a girl from the hood, so I've experienced things, I've seen different things, and I just want to be a voice for those women, for those ladies, because a lot of the girls rapping now, they're coming from the strip clubs and sex work and stuff, and no shade to them, because if that's your experience, that's your experience. But it's like everybody, I mean, I don't know, everybody ain't Barbies. Everybody don't want to be a Barbie. You
Yeah.
got shorty that's living in the projects with 4 kids right now that's too tight to be a Barbie. Who's the voice
Mhm.
for her?
Yeah.
So I just
Okay.
try to be as, as real as possible, and
Mhm.
just tell things from my life. I don't really necessarily have a certain formula to pick, like, oh, well, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about that.
Mhm.
It's just whatever the song or the beat invoke in me,
Mhm.
and my subject matter, then that's what I try to go on, because I hate when people write songs or put out a song. You ever listen to a song and it starts off one way, and it's like, oh, okay, I see where you going, and then you get to like the second and the third verse, so you like, wait a minute, this doesn't have nothing to do with what okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So, so I like to keep
Yeah.
everything, you know.
Yeah. That's just somebody just throwing their lyrics out there.
Yeah,
Not really
so
paying attention to what they're doing.
hmm
Yeah. So that was my next question. What message do you want women who listen to your music to take away from Queen Midas?
I want women to take away that it's okay to be yourself. You don't gotta be what you see. And I want women to know that I see you and you have a voice. And I know it's hard, but you gotta keep going and you gotta keep grinding. Nothing's easy. We all wish that certain things, we all wish stability and everything else will fall in our lap. Especially I'm a single mom, I have 2 kids.
Mm,
So I just want all, women who's just like me, doing it for themselves,
mm,
on the grind, doing what they gotta do to take care of their kids, to just know like I see you and I'ma hold it down for us. I'm the voice for us. Just know it's somebody out there who knows what you're going through and I understand completely and
yeah.
I'ma hold it down for you. So
Yeah, yeah, that's some good advice. When people listen to your music, they feel the emotion behind it. How important it is for you to keep your music authentic and true to who you are.
oh, that's very important.
Mhm.
That's like top tier number one because can't nobody tell my story but me. And
Yeah.
I feel like in with my story, I'm such an open book. I feel like
Mm.
with my story, if I can help another person, whether it's male, female, because I do have a lot of dudes that be like, yo, I don't even like girls who rap, but I like you cool. So it's like if I could just help another person, then it's all worthwhile for me. So that's why I tend to lean more towards a lot of my personal experiences and things that I've been through, you
Mhm.
know. And then I don't like I take myself seriously, but I don't take myself too serious. I'm not above somebody laughing at me or stuff like that. Hell, half the stuff I be doing, I be laughing at myself. So it's just yeah. So it's
Mhm.
just if somebody could just take
Yeah.
something, So that's why it's just so important for me because I feel like that too. I feel like a lot of artists
Mm,
they get to a certain point and get to a certain level
mm,
and they just create these unrealistic personas or they forget who they was or who
mm.
they came from and it's like how can you
Yeah.
forget these people or think you too good for these people when these the people
Mhm.
who got you where you at, you feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like nah, it's very important to me to stay myself and I've had people tell me that might be impossible, like oh if you get signed, they're gonna make you do this, that, and the third. Well, at the end of the day, that's when you got to decide what you stand for as a person,
Mhm. Yeah.
because money is not worth my soul and my integrity. You know what I mean? Like I've had money, got it. Like I told you, I used to fast money. Like
Mhm.
everything I rap about is really my life. I done been in the streets, trap, sold drugs. I done blew $80,000 in a month, like it
Wow.
was nothing.
Wow.
So it's like
Wow.
oh yeah, I don't really care about no bread. Like I got shot by the police and
Oh
came
man.
up $500,000, blew through that. You feel what I'm
Oh
saying? So it's
man.
like, yeah, so it's
Girl.
like,
Did you
yeah,
mean you
like
should have a your house? Did you buy a house?
I didn't, what's crazy? I
Oh.
didn't want a house because I wasn't responsible. That's
Oh.
what thing too. Like I'm very like I'm so real and honest.
Mm,
When I got my bread from when I got shot,
mhm,
I had gave my mom like 20K. I bought her a car,
mm,
helped her pay her bills. Everybody who was close to me, I got them something that I know that they wanted. And then the rest of the bread, I saved half in the bank or whatever, because I still got a little bit of bread left in the bank from when I got shot by the boys. And
no.
then the other half, I was putting it into my illegal activities, and
Mm,
that was that. But I didn't want no house
yeah.
because I wasn't responsible, and I can honestly say that I didn't have what it took to be a homeowner.
No.
Even though I had the bread, because people fail to realize you can acquire whatever you want. It's the maintaining it, and
Yeah.
I can honestly say, especially I was young. I was like in my early mid 20s or something, with
Oh,
sitting on a half a mil, and then I ended up
wow.
flipping it, and then I was up a mil. So then it was just like I got all this money. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I wasn't responsible. But now I'm actually working towards becoming a homeowner. Now next year, I'm actually gonna buy a
Oh,
house next year.
okay.
So,
Well, up there
um,
where you at now? You were trying.
no,
Oh,
I
okay.
actually I want to move to like either Texas or
Oh,
maybe Georgia. I'm ready to move out of New York.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel is I mean I love New York or whatever, but even living upstate, I be dying because it's like, oh my God, everything closes early.
Uh,
So
imagine when you go over there down south. Like,
I,
everything closes early over there too.
I know I'm gonna be
But it's a better
dying.
life, probably. It's a better.
Yeah, and I feel like you get more bang for your buck, especially because I'm trying to open my own security. Because once I started my little life changes and stuff, I got into security. So I'm
Uh,
trying to open up my own security company, just to have a backup. because I don't believe in putting all your eggs in one basket. So it's like, and I know with music it's 50-50, you
Mm,
know, and even though I'm seeing progress and I've been getting a lot of offers and stuff as far as like going on tours with people and opening,
okay.
that's cool. But it's just you don't never know what could happen. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm like, I need a backup. I need to make sure that my children are good.
Yeah.
Because God forbid I die today, tomorrow, they
Mm,
need to be all right, you know, like, and
yeah.
things like that. So you always gotta have a backup.
Yeah. So why did the cops shot you?
Well, that's a very good question. To this, still don't know. To be
To
honest
this
with you,
day? Oh.
because they had they was there for a warrant for my neighbors. They actually had foot raided four houses at the same time, and my house was one of them.
Oh.
And they had came to my house a few days, I think, before that.
Hmm.
So they knew that I was in a two-family house. But to be honest, like I honestly don't know. I just know I just heard the boom,
Oh
boom.
man. So
And
you was
I
at the wrong place at the wrong time, right?
Yeah, and I panicked and
Mm.
I hid and they found me where I was hiding at. So I had put my hands up and so I'm
Um,
like, yo, I ain't know y'all was the police. I come out and as I'm easing my hands up, I just heard the pow and I felt myself sit down because I was like in a crouching position and
uh,
I had like a bit like something out the movies. It was a
where he
big
shot
place
you
in
at?
home. I actually got shot right here in the chest. I
Oh
got shot
my
in the chest.
gosh.
It went in here, came out under this breast, my stomach, or
Oh
whatever. They
wow.
used to call me 50 Cent. Like I used to be,
Oh man.
man, like I used to dad be limping because it was just like a bodega at the corner for me. So
Uh,
I'd be limping to the bodega. They'd be like, she got shot 9 times and she's still breathing. I used to be like, yo, bro, like,
Oh my
come on, man.
goodness.
Like,
Wow.
come on, man. And it was hard because they told me like I would never walk right because I actually got like bullet fragments in my ankle still,
Mm.
the base of my spine because I got shot with an M4 assault rifle at point blank range.
Oh my
So
God.
the bullet spread it, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it broke apart
Wow.
and spread it. So I got fragments all over the place. But like they told me I would never walk right. I
Mhm.
actually that's kind of why like I got like a little kind of a hunch because where the bullet is at got my
Oh.
spine. And they don't want to take it out because if they take it out, it's a possibility I'll be paralyzed and can't walk at all.
Oh no.
So
Oh
yeah, I'd rather
wow.
have a little hunch than not be able to walk. Y'all
Yeah,
see me
exactly.
rapping in the wheelchair and shit around in the wheelchair. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Oh man. Oh
It
wow.
is what
Sorry
it
to
is.
hear that, man. That's
Yeah.
horrible. That's
But
horrible.
I'm alive. And the way
Yeah,
I was
thank God.
living in, you know what too, Lady Dito, the way I was living in wasn't right neither because honestly, I hid because I thought they was coming to arrest me because I had a warrant for my arrest. So I
Oh,
then thought that they was coming to lock my be honest with you or whatever.
oh, okay.
Cause I used to be a crash out. I had this like some police was definitely on my body looking for me.
Oh wow.
So when I heard that boom, boom, I'm like,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
everything comes full circle though. You know what I mean? But and
Yeah.
you read about that kind of stuff, you read about it, you see it
Hmm.
in the news, you don't never think that it'll happen to you until it does happen.
Yeah.
But that was my wake up call. But then in a sense, that incident, because people who really know me and who were close to me when that happened, like I was always an aggressive girl because I was always a tomboy and I have a lot of male cousins and brothers and stuff. But
Hmm.
they say that like that particular incident they feel made me even more aggressive because it did it messed me up. Like up here, I was like screwed up. Like I couldn't sleep. Like my mom would wake up. I would go for like between my house and my mom's house because the
Hmm.
police used to harass me. They used to come to my house, all sorts of crazy
What?
stuff. Like,
Oh man.
yeah, and they shot me. So like I would be at my mom's house and they had me like on sleeping pills and
Hmm.
all these medications, and I would be popping all these pills and still can't go to sleep. I
Oh
remember my
wow.
mom woke up and I was like, over her while she sleeps. She like, what the hell are y'all? You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
it had messed me up real bad.
So
It
yeah,
messed me up real bad.
PTSD.
Yeah, real bad. Like I still do kind of like I don't like No police. Yeah, I be telling people, even if I don't care if I'm laying on the street dying, please don't call. And I like now that I'm older, they say hindsight is 2020.
Mm.
So I do know all police aren't bad, but
Yeah.
that experience has taught me, even though all of them not bad, they do all stick together. So
Yeah.
if you think that this man is going to be, and which is crazy because they, technically they're supposed to be honorable and
Mm.
have some type of morality and be objective. No,
Mm-hmm.
that whole situation taught me not, because it was crazy because the same person who shot me looked me in my face and said, first of all, when we went to court, he
Mm-hmm.
said that I attacked him. He got up on the stand and said that I attacked him. But
Wow.
when you sue the police, they do something called a 50H, which is basically like a deposition. You go, it's the prosecutor, your attorney, and they ask you questions. Now, all the answers to these questions are being recorded, and then you have someone like a little stenographer writing down
Yeah.
everything that you saying, okay? So at the end of the trial, you get all of that. You get all the minutes, you get all the transcripts, and I
Wow.
read through everything. Yeah, I read through everything. So,
Mm.
and it was like almost 600 pages, and I read through all
Oh,
600 pages.
wow. Mm.
And in the deposition, he actually, because he was a arms instructor, he was an arms instructor for over 10 years. And when he shot me, he was like, "Oh Christ," and started crying. He thought he
Oh,
killed me.
oh
So
my.
he was like that he hoped that I didn't die. He
Mm.
said that he was very ashamed of himself that he did that. So
Mm.
he had all this remorse and these depositions and in this paperwork, but he got up there on the stand and told a whole different story. So when people try to hit me with all the police, they lie. They will sit up there and lie. If it's you against
Yeah.
them, they're gonna stick together and they're gonna
Yeah.
lie.
They are. They will. Mm-hmm.
I got a cousin that's police. I don't even talk to him. My
Oh,
mother, yeah, I don't even talk to him. My mother funeral, he tried to speak to me. I looked at him up and down and turned and walked away and spent off. I don't even talk to him. Like,
yeah. So, wow.
yeah,
So now you're
so
looking at cops different now, even though they might be good cops out here, but I know with your experience,
yeah, I don't.
that's horrible.
Yeah,
Mm.
because I know the real. They stick together.
Yeah.
So it's
Hmm.
like you better do your job. Do your job and go detect. Or you want me, you gotta come get me. Cause I ain't
Yeah. Well, I'm glad, you safe and sound and you here to talk about it,
Yeah, cause a lot of people they don't, or they be thinking it's a joke, or people be wanting to have selective outrage when it happen. No, I'm walking proof that no, these things do happen and
Mm.
it's more common than you
How did
think.
it feel when they shot you? Did it burn like people be saying?
It started burning after the fact. When he shot me, and when I realized I was shot, because I didn't see none of this under here. I only see the
Oh.
hole in my stomach.
Mm.
So when he shot me and I seen it, I was like, "Yo, you shot me?" I said, "Yo,
Mm.
you shot me. I told you I would come out." It was like a movie. Like blood was pouring out. I had a hole like this big in my stomach, in my shirt. It looked so crazy. So when they tried to pull me out,
Mhm.
and then I made it to the doorway and collapsed in the doorway. You feel what I'm
Oh
saying?
man. Hmm.
So honestly didn't feel nothing. I
Hmm.
felt the pressure because I was crouched down. So that's what sat me down.
Hmm.
But it didn't honestly start burning until I got in the ambulance, because he called one of the officers got on his whistling because I got shot by the turtles. So
Yeah.
he got on his thing and called for officer down. And the ambulance was there in like zero point 0.5 seconds or whatever the case may be. And then I felt it burning. When
Wait,
and
why
when
would
it
you say officer down?
so the ambulance could come quicker, because they
Oh,
have they
okay.
have a separate they have actually, people don't even know when an officer gets shot or killed or something,
They come
they
quick.
actually have a
Mhm.
separate ambulance team that comes and get them. It's not
Oh,
the
okay.
regular. Yeah, they actually have like an on-call ambulance that will get there quicker than
Mm.
a regular EMT or paramedic. So when he called officer down, they
Mm.
was trying to wrap me up because they didn't even see under my breast. All they saw was my stomach. So
Mm.
by the time he finished wrapping me up, they was coming up the stairs with the stretcher to take me to the hospital. And
Oh.
I just remember them putting me in the ambulance, and it was like
Mm.
burning. And I remember my mom coming, and
Mhm.
it was crazy because this man that was in the bed next to me, because I always wondered what happened to him. I
Mm.
remember he kept like pulling the curtain back, looking and asking me if I was okay, and I didn't know why.
Mm.
And come to find out, they had a bunch of officers outside my bed, and they kept walking past and forth my bed, like saying mad little threatening stuff and stuff like that. And when my mom came and my mother had asked what happened, she's like, "Well, how did this happen? What happened to my daughter?" One
Mm-hmm.
of the detectives that was there told her, "Well, be lucky she not dead, because she could be in a body bag right now."
What?
Instead of giving her explanation, yeah, what
Yeah,
happened.
that's
And
crazy.
I just remember my mom pulling the curtain back, and when she pulled that curtain back and see me, she just like broke down, like
Mm.
she just broke all the way down, and that was like very hard. And I was like in such a drugged up state, and me and my mom, they really had a best relationship, but
Mm.
that was really hard for me to watch her break down like that, like,
Yeah.
so.
Yes. Seeing her baby, the daughter, laying in bed like that,
Mhm.
yeah, it's not good. All
At
right.
all.
Yeah. All right. So what's next for Queen Midas? Any upcoming music, visuals, or collaborations fans should be looking out for?
Yeah, I actually,
Mhm.
because I'm like I said, I want to drop my Bonnet Tape 2 April 1st.
Mhm.
I have two videos out right now. I got a video because I did a remix to Take Me Through There. So I
Mhm.
got that video out. I actually have a feature on that. But he's not here. When he comes back, we're actually gonna shoot his part for the video and then drop like the whole thing. I have the mic drop video for Run It Up, and I'm
Mhm.
actually gonna shoot a video for Run It Up. What else do I have? I have a few collabs coming. I'm actually working on a song right now with Party G the Humble. Um I just gotta record my part, which I'm more than likely either do that tonight or tomorrow, but that should be done this week. I'm gonna be collaborating with Stormy Blue. There's a few other people I want to work with and collaborate with. Oh, 80 G's, he's really cracking up here, like, and
Mhm.
he's sick. Like, bro is nice, so I can't wait to collab with him.
Mhm. Okay.
And a few other people. I'm just trying to put myself out there because I had took a break from music, so I'm
Mhm.
really trying to make it count this time. So I'm just trying to work, work, work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be performing the 27th at for Fuego Bases tour.
Mm.
What else? The 28th, I'm performing
Okay.
for 80 G's concert. I'm doing Day Summit in April. I'm trying to get that together with Scott Morris now, so I could do that in April.
Mm.
I got an event in May coming up for the A&R
Okay.
Pro Cool show. I've actually done one of their shows before, and it's like on live TV, and it's really dope because they have like the screen, so you could actually see the fans at home vibing out and rocking out to your music, which I think is really dope to see. How they do it. And what else? I just got a bunch of. Oh, I actually have another mic drop
Mm.
that I did with MBB World. They're like a huge platform for a lot of the upstate artists that's coming out. So shout out to them. That should be dropping this week as well.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
think that's it. I just got a lot of
Yeah, you
different stuff.
busy.
I'm
Yeah. So
busy.
you travel, all around the world, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Good.
traveling, and I travel dolo too. So,
Mm.
and people,
Oh,
if y'all
okay.
see me, because it's funny. I was in the store the other day,
Hmm.
and this kid was literally watching my video, and he like, it's you the girl from the video. Could I take a picture with you and stuff? So
Hmm.
I'm not like funny and bougie and uppity like that. This
Yeah.
don't bother me when I'm eating. I'm fat, y'all. So this don't bother me when I'm eating. But if y'all see me outside or something, come
Mhm.
say what's up. Pull up on me, take a picture, come say what's up. I mean, I love the fans, and it's cool because
Yeah.
I'm actually growing organic fans. A lot of niggas is out here buying fans, buying views, buying
Hmm.
followers. I can
Yeah.
honestly say that the love I get is organic and genuine, and I'm just so thankful and blessed. For all of it. Yeah, I know I seem a little arrogant and cocky when I pop my shit on stage, but I'm a really cool, down to earth person. So if you see me in
Okay.
public, don't never be afraid to come speak to me or say what's up. I love it. I love the energy. I love the people. I love to connect with the people. So you see me pull up on me, what's up? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, because I know when I first met you at the event. you was one person, then you did a 360 when you was on stage. I was like, what? I was like, excuse me?
Yeah,
But that
I
was
saw
dope though.
people.
It was dope.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
your
people
performance was
go.
hot.
Yeah, cause no, I really am a quiet person. I
Oh.
am a very quiet, introverted person, but I
Mhm.
do know how to turn. I'm a Libra, so I'm
Hmm.
a scale. I could be quiet and introverted, or I could be the redheaded party girl,
Yeah.
But for the
Okay.
most part, I'm a sleeper. A lot of
Mhm.
people they see me and I've done been at shows where I'm in the crowd chilling like a regular person, and then they call me to perform, and they be like, "Oh, just chilling with her. She's about to
Yeah.
perform." So
Yeah.
that's just how I am.
That's
I
good.
like to,
Yeah. Be
be a
be
little.
in be in the crowd. Don't let them know that, you're the performer. Let them be
Mhm.
surprised.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
just think it's dope.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
with as far as like with the whole duality with the performance, I just feel like once that mic and stuff get in my hand, I turn into a whole different person.
Yeah, I
And
can
it's
tell.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I turn into a whole
Yeah.
different person.
Hmm.
And I really am shy.
Oh.
Even like, be doing this interview,
Hmm.
I've done interviews before and I'm always like, "Oh, wait, what would you like to know?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
I'm shy, but you
Yeah.
gotta put yourself out there,
Mhm.
so
Me too, because I always been a shy person too. I would never thought I would have my own podcast, and meet different people and interview them and stuff like that. This is something new for me too. So I had to get out of my element.
and come out your shell a
Yeah.
little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of.
Hmm.
In which I'm surprised you say that, because being
Hmm.
that you're a Aries, you guys usually are very like daring and bold and stuff. So I'm really
Yeah.
shocked. I'm really
Hmm.
shocked. I wouldn't have known that. But
Yeah.
see,
Yeah. I always been quiet. I'm quiet too. I'm a quiet person. Yeah. I'm very, very quiet, very reserved. Yeah.
yeah, I'm so quiet. Even
Mhm.
like when I used to be doing my stuff, they be sitting there all loud outside, and I just be sitting on my little crate, just
Yeah.
like, I don't care
Yeah.
about that. Y'all niggas talking about where the money at? Where is it? Like, I
Yeah.
don't, like, I'm not here to get some money. I don't care about what y'all niggas talking about, man. Like, I just
Yeah.
always, been like that. So
Yeah.
it be I actually get a kick out of it. It's funny to me though. When people
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, you was sitting in there. And I
Hmm.
wasn't expecting that." It's like, damn, neither was
Yeah.
I. I wasn't expecting that neither. Cause
Hmm.
I just don't never know. I don't never know really how I'm gonna come when I do a show. It's like, cause my main thing is to engage the crowd and to
Yeah.
give them a good show. Like I just want them, especially if they spending their bread to come out, I want to make sure you get your bread worth. I hate going to
Hmm.
go see people, and or even I hate doing shows and niggas is just they don't snap a knee, they don't snap a
Yeah.
finger, they
Yeah.
don't do nothing. It's
Mhm.
like,
They're just stiff.
yeah, like I hate that so much.
Yeah.
So that's what you come see Queen Midas, you're gonna see a show.
Yep, you sure are. Because I saw a show that night.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm
Yeah.
glad you enjoyed it. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So your lyrics stand out for being raw and confident. What inspires the topics you choose to rap about?
Um, just my life,
Hmm.
everyday things that I went through when I was dealing with, or I might feel, because now I'm learning how to take my emotions and just channel that into my music. I might wake up, because I'm a Libra. I'm sometimes I'm moody. Sometimes I can love you today, hate you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
a lot of my music is just based on my feelings and how I feel. It's
Mhm.
like, yo, I feel like this today. I'm gonna just go write a song about it. Before I couldn't do that. I couldn't like separate, and try
Yeah.
to. So now I just take my feelings instead of shutting down, because sometimes I go through things and I shut down and don't want to do nothing. I don't want to write. I don't want to make no music. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing.
I
The
think that
only
happens to everybody because I have
yeah.
days like that too. Yesterday I wasn't feeling like no type of way. That's why I'm glad you canceled yesterday. I was like, oh, thank you. Because I was like in a mood, like I was not
Like,
in the mood. Yeah.
it be like that, girl. I
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, and I told you I had to take my. I forgot I was supposed to take my kids to the circus. I
Mm-hmm.
was so miserable. I'm glad they had a good time, but I was miserable,
Which
and I'm still
circus?
miserable
Where
now.
you went? Which circus?
We went to the Ringling Brothers, because they're here
Oh.
at the little arena thing.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay.
girl, I was miserable, and then I hate clowns. I'm so scared of clowns. It's not even funny. So
Oh
it's like,
man.
yeah, you people would think like, oh, you're a gangster girl rapper, trap right? You're scared. Yeah, so I'm
And you scared of
terrified of
clowns,
clowns.
right?
Terrified,
Oh my gosh. What's
terrified.
so scary about them?
I don't know, but I don't like them. Don't come near me honking no damn red nose. Don't pull that in your pocket. The
Mhm.
balloon animals. I hate the balloon animals. Oh my god,
Oh
it's like
God.
the balloon animals of death. Why do you got me? I
Yeah.
don't like them.
Dad
And
haven't been to
I'm
the Ringlead Brothers in oh my gosh, in years. Because
yeah.
I usually go to the other circus. I
Oh,
forgot the
but
name of
the
it.
soul one.
Yeah, the Universal Soul Circus.
Yeah,
I love that circus.
I
I used
don't
to
want to
take my
go.
kids there all the time.
I don't want to go
Yep.
to no circus. I don't want to see
Yeah.
no clowns.
That's the
I'm
best circus to me.
I'm
The
scared.
Universal Soul Circus.
Lady D, I am scared. I'm scared of midgets. I don't like midgets.
Oh my gosh, you scared of midgets?
Yes, they freaky looking with the little pork sausage hands and the big heads. I'm afraid.
Oh my
If
goodness.
it is any midgets watching this, please don't take it personally. Because I'm short too. But y'all shorter. I'm just saying, you extend your knees like Gary Coleman, we could be cool. If not, you gotta give me 5 feet because I'm afraid. I am so afraid.
Oh my
I'm not
goodness.
even gonna lie. I am terrified.
Oh my goodness. You are crazy.
Terrified.
Oh man.
Like, it is crazy because I used to work with a midget,
Hmm.
and it's like I was walking, do 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 do, and then I felt something like pulling on because I had like this long coat. I
Hmm.
thought I was Neo from the Matrix. I had
Oh
this
my
long coat
goodness.
on, and I'm walking, and I feel something pulling on my coat. So I turn around, don't see nobody. So I'm like, dang, we need to stop smoking before we come to work. So now I keep
Yeah.
walking, boop, ba-doo, doo, and
Mhm.
then I hear something like, hey, hey. I turned around and looked down. There was this little chick down there to my hi. I just
Are
started
you
screaming and
serious?
running. I was running. When I tell you I was running, I was out. My coat looked like a cape the way that flying flapping behind me because I was out. And then I was hot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
I always
I was
wanted a midget friend.
oh my gosh, I was terrified. I mean,
Yeah.
I doubled back and I apologized to her and explained
Mhm.
to her that I had a fear. Her name was Jill. And
Mhm.
Jill was cool, but I couldn't let Jill get too close because I'd be scared. And then she
Oh
used to have
man.
this thing where she used to like to hug your ankles and like
Oh
Jill,
my goodness.
like Jill, please get off me before I shake you off and fling you over here. I used to be so scared. She would wrap around my legs and I'd be like,
Oh
oh
my
my.
gosh.
Like you ever like you remember the movie Blank Man with
Blank.
Damon Wayans and he was like the hood superhero
Now, I
and when
never saw that movie. The
yeah,
Black
it's like
Man,
an
never
old
saw that.
movie from back in the day
Austin
and he
Powers, if you're talking about the midget from Austin Powers, yeah.
no that's
She was short like that. She was short like
yeah,
that.
not mini me. She
Oh,
was a little shorter. So when
oh
she
wow.
like she was like she used to really dead come like past my ankles, like literally,
Oh
and
my
she would
goodness.
like wrap herself around my legs, and I'm like, I'm like blank man. He's like, lady, please get off me, please
Oh
get off.
my gosh.
To the beat right there. Talk
That's
about
too
you're
funny.
gonna how are you gonna get over your fear? Not with you, off me. Please get
Yeah.
off me, like please
Oh
get off.
my goodness. So y'all became friends?
Yeah, somewhat, but I was still scared to death. I still was good.
Mhm.
I'd be like, Jill, you gotta talk to me from over there where I can see you. You gotta
Oh
stay
my
where I can see
goodness.
you. Yeah, I don't be trusting them, so you gotta stay where I can. As long as you stay within eyeball length where I can
Eye
see you, then
contact.
we cool. Yeah, then we cool. I don't be trusting them midgets and they
Yeah.
sneaky. You
Oh.
gotta watch them. So no, I'm terrified. Sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's crazy. Where can the people connect with you and your music?
I am on all platforms. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on Spotify.
Okay.
YouTube music. I actually just made a new YouTube. So I'm gonna be dropping a link for that. Please subscribe. I believe it's Queen Midas 23. Because I was doing food reviews.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have two YouTubes. So I
Mhm.
tried to separate it
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
I didn't want people to be looking for music, and then you see me sitting here with a box of
Eating.
Charlie Pops. You're like, yeah, this good, y'all. This is good. Like, no, this is not what we want to see. So,
Yeah.
for my
Hmm.
foodie people, I have my channel Yummy in My Tummy on YouTube. Please subscribe if you're into food content. I get a lot of limited edition stuff and
Oh,
be trying it. And then for the music, it is Queen Midas 23 for my YouTube. So that's my YouTube. my Instagram, because I always forget to shout my Instagram out. Is at Queen underscore Midas underscore 23. Please, guys, help me run my Instagram back up because they keep I don't know what it is with Instagram, why they hating on me. They don't want to see a young girl living. I don't know, but they keep
Oh,
deleting me
wow.
at 2K. Yeah, so
That's
run
crazy.
that up. TikTok too. My TikTok, I just really
Mm-hmm.
got the hang of TikTok. So I started TikTok. I had like 10 followers on TikTok. Now I'm up to 400 followers. I got 6,000 likes. It's not a lot, but we
Okay.
growing.
Yeah, you're growing.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing on TikTok. Queen Midas 20. Yeah,
Yeah.
Midas
I'm
23.
trying to grow my YouTube channel too. I need more subscribers.
Yeah, because my Yummy and My Tummy channel was doing pretty good,
Mhm.
but I just wanted to just to be more organized. I just don't want people to look at it, and be like, well, what is this? Is this a food channel or a music channel? So
Yeah.
that's why I'm leaving all my food content with the food and then all my music content together. So
Yeah, that
it's a,
makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
You don't want to
pain.
confuse nobody.
And I just want people
Mhm.
to, and I just want it to be more organized and uniform for anybody that does like to look at my page or,
Yeah.
join the channel and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's a pain, growing it back, but if you do it once, you could do it again. So it
Mhm.
is what it is.
Yeah. Any last shout outs you want to give before we finish the interview?
Shout out to my group, my whole team at Untouched Live. Y'all are so dope. My son Be Easy, cause he really be pushing me and challenging me to do better and to really push my pen. So shout out to y'all. I want to shout out my management at J Beauty Baby. I love Jen. She's the best. You know what I mean? So shout out to her. Shout out to Paperboy. Um, Shout out to 80 G's. Shout out to Party G the Humble because he's doing his thing. Shout out to Stormy Blue. Just everybody that I tap in with and I connect with. Gustavo Lewis, the grappler, Narconomics. Just shout out to everybody, you feel what I'm saying, that I've connected with, I've worked with. I'm gonna work with. Shout out to the fans first and foremost and the people because without the fans, I wouldn't even be able to do this because the people is really the main reason why I'm doing this because I get so much love and people telling me to keep going, don't stop, even on days when I don't feel my best and I don't feel like no rapper because to a degree it's still even setting in like damn, like I'm really a rapper, like I'm really an artist. I
Yeah.
used to always tell people I'm not a rapper. I'm just a chick from the hood that just happened to know how to rap. So,
Yeah.
thank you guys for embracing me and going on this journey because a lot of the people have been following me since the beginning in 2022, 2023. So
Okay.
it's only right. I just take it serious and go full throttle for y'all. So thank you. I'm just so blessed and I just appreciate every opportunity. Hotwire from On the Radar, Lit on Long Island, Long Island Rap Radar, for posting me because for a long time, I basically been trying to do stuff in my city and my town since I started. So the fact that now I'm getting, the recognition, I've been getting a little bit of hate too. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So shout out to y'all too. I need you. Keep
Yeah.
making me the villain. I love being a villain. Keep making me the villain because I'm going to ride that to the max every time. Nah, but seriously, I'm just so grateful, Lady D, for all the opportunities I've been getting and the doors that have been opening for me. So I'm just grateful and I'm blessed in this. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. My bad. Okay,
Yeah.
I smoke a lot of weed, so short term memories will fried. Okay.
Oh my goodness, you too much.
Yeah. But shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to
Mhm.
everybody. Tell you thank you, because I appreciate you
Yeah.
having me. You don't get a shout out, you get a thank you because I
Yeah.
appreciate you having me and bringing me on your platform.
Mhm.
I appreciate you seeing the because I saw the vision just off that, one meeting and seeing me perform and was like, nah, like, girl, we could do an interview right now. And I was trying
Yeah.
to find you with everything. So thank you. I really appreciate you having me on my platform. You don't
Yeah.
need a shout out. You get flowers and you get a thank you. So
Oh, thank you
I
so much.
appreciate you very
Yeah, thank
much.
you. Yeah, I appreciate you too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, I need more women support, you know.
But you got a support right here because I think
Yeah.
it's dope what you doing.
Hmm.
I even love it down to the title, her Mike, her rules, because these dudes always try to tell us what we should and shouldn't be doing as
Yeah.
women and we
Mhm.
what we can and can't do. So I just think that it's very dope that you creating this platform, and I just wish you such luck on your endeavors, and hopefully you'll have me back. I would love to
Yeah.
come back, and
Hmm.
thank you for having me. I
Yeah,
really
we'll check. I'll check up on you in a few months later, see
yes,
where you
ma'am.
at now. Yeah, 'cause that's what I do. I keep in contact with the ones that's been, on my platform. So, and I'll stay consistent, reposting stuff and everything. So you will always be, part of my platform.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm the underdog. So,
Mhm.
you always got to have a soft spot for the underdog, you know?
Yeah, so if you have any other people that wants to get interviewed and come to my platform,
Hmm.
you know, just refer them to me.
I sure will with no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Okay,
problem.
so thank you so much, Queen Midas, for coming to
Thank
Her
you.
Rules. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your story and your background
Mm,
and all the experience that you went through. Thank you for keeping it real on Her Mic, Her Rules.
no problem.
Yes. So this is your girl, Lady Z, Her Mic, Her Rules. Join the Elevated Circle and stay tuned and subscribe to my YouTube channel on Her Mic, Her Rules, Lady Z.
Bye, everybody, and thank you so
Bye.
much again.
Thank you so much.